So I just had to stop. That I would rather be alone than to be surrounded by a bunch of inauthentic ass motherfuckers. I would rather be alone than to be in a room full of people that call themselves my friends or my family and despise me in their secret place. I would rather be alone than to have 20 people coming to my birthday event just to say I had a party. I'm at a new place, right? And I keep telling y'all that God has me in this period of isolation. This is Tay Talk. And I keep telling y'all that God has me in this period of isolation, or has had me, I continue to go through these periods of isolation. And I'm finally starting to realize why. And I believe the reason why God put you in periods of isolation is so that you can learn to love being alone. That way, when you're having to be alone, it doesn't destroy you. When I started this journey almost 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, God, I was homeless. I was, struggling with maintaining sobriety. I was struggling with my mental health. I was struggling in every single relationship that I had. I was struggling financially. I was struggling spiritually. I mean, in every way that you could think of, I was going through it. But after this period, the period of isolation that God had me in last year, I came out something new. I'm new, and it's hard to explain because I don't know that there's almost a sense that because you're growing and changing, that everyone else is also growing and changing. And what I continue to find is that despite how much I've grown, that there are a lot of people in my life or that have been in my life that have not made those same strides towards self-awareness, personal development, working on their integrity and falling in line with the ethic and moral guidelines that they set in place and sticking with those boundaries. So what I'm encountering is that people continue to try to treat me as if I'm the old me. And because I'm not, I am not responding the way that they would actually have foreseen. And what I'm finding in that is that when people can't believe that your life has changed and that you have changed, right? They try to antagonize you or instigate or, they try to instigate the worst parts of you. And what I'll say to that is this. Nobody is worth my out of character. And it's interesting to watch these people who have not healed, who are not working on healing, who are not processing the things that are going on currently, let alone the trauma that they've endured in the past, attempt to take me back to a place that I've sworn to never go back to. I will never go back to the page that fights in the street. I will never go back to the page that argues over petty bullshit. I'm not gonna argue, period. I'm never going to go back to the page that was so willing to go out of character to prove some mute bullshit point that didn't fucking matter, that I'm destroying myself. I'm never gonna do that. Because where I'm going is way more important than any fucking thing that anybody is trying to bring out of me, at any point that my ego feels it needs to prove. Again, my feelings are valid, but they are not facts. And I am in control of me. And it's interesting. It's just so interesting to be in control of myself and to not be like victim. Like I almost used to feel as though I was not even in control of my body. Like, I was not in control of my choices. I was not in control of my situation. Like, everything in my life felt so out of control, right? And what I did was find a way to control only me, right? They say to accept the things that you can't control, you know, and you know, let them go. But what I can control is me. I can't control the way I respond to you. I can control my responses. I can control what the fuck comes out of my mouth. I can control it. And I realize, and I give grace for those who do not have that same self-control. But it's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say. It was just something like that I was thinking about, and I'm like, fuck. Like, it's amazing to me to see the same people told me that they wanted me to do good, that they wanted me to be this person, and then now that I'm stepping into my light, now that I'm taking my crown and taking my power back, these same people are rejecting the person they said they wanted me to be. So that's interesting. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, if that's happening with you, please let me know. Like, how are you navigating this shit? Because I almost want to be like, bitch, am I crazy? Because I know I'm not the crazy one. Right? So if anybody has any feedback, please share with me. Like, I would really like my page to be a place where, like, I'm sharing perspectives with people and getting feedback. Like, if you're going through something, let me know. Like, let's help each other figure this shit out, you know? But I love y'all. Stay blessed and prosperous. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot.